A new episode of the Joe Rogan Experience just dropped, and the most famous podcaster in America, who has been dragged over the coals for his supposed MAGA enthusiasm, used the word insane in reaction to Donald Trump's latest callous chaos, and I have all the details for you next. Before I share the massive Rogan mic drop moment, I want to share something else I've been holding on to for a few days now, waiting for the right story to pair it with, and since Rogan has often been tied to MAGA enthusiasm, this is that moment. Keep what you're about to see handy for the next time you struggle to understand why some people are in the grip of Trump and in the cult of MAGA. It's a piece by someone with the handle of Jane Converse 3 on TikTok, and she explains the MAGA cult logic with words, the best words, like the world has never seen before, believe me. Have a look, and then Joe Rogan will drop the insane truth bomb.
I've been dying to dig into this. I've been asking myself for years why Trump's followers can't see reality. So I did my research, and I'm going to share it with you. Let's talk about the psychology behind the Trump cult. Because that's what it is. It's not a normal political movement anymore. It's a cult of personality. And if we want to fight it, we have to understand it. So let's break it down. First, Trump doesn't offer policies. He offers identity. He's not popular because of what he does, but because of what he represents. To many of his followers, he's the walking, talking middle finger to a system they believe has failed them. They see him as their guy, not because he's honest, not because he helps them, but because he talks like them, rages like them, and punches the people they've been told to blame for everything. In psychology, there's a term for this: identity fusion. It's when your personal identity becomes fused with your group or leader. That's why criticism of Trump feels like a personal attack to his supporters. It's not just he's being criticized, it's I'm being criticized. Second, he offers revenge, not solutions. He doesn't promise to fix healthcare or raise wages or protect your rights. He promises to go after them. Whether it's immigrants, the press, Black activists, LGBTQ people, liberals, college students, elites, anyone outside the tribe. That's classic authoritarianism. Give people a sense of law. Tell them who stole it, then promise to make them pay. And to some people, that rage, that promise of vengeance is more emotionally satisfying than actual policy. It doesn't fix their problems, but it feels like power.
Well said, right? And that's just half the video, and I'll share the rest on the other side of this breaking story about Joe Rogan. In fairness, Rogan has been described as being in that MAGA cult, including on this channel, but that's not the full story. He has been gaga over Trump at times, but he's actually situationally objective, and in this story, he proves such by denouncing a Trump move as insane. See for yourself in this conversation with tech mogul Amjad Masad.
Imagine if he didn't buy it.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been...
Imagine if the same ownership was in place and then Harris wins and they continue to ramp things up.
Yeah, I don't know what you think of the new administration. Certainly there are things that I like about and some of their pro-tech posture and things like that. But what's happening now is it's kind of disappointing.
It's insane.
Yeah.
We were told there would be no. Well, there's two things that are insane. One is the targeting of migrant workers, not cartel members, not gang members, not drug dealers, just construction workers showing up in construction sites and raiding them, gardeners.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Or Palestinian students on college campuses. Or not, like there's a did you see this video of this Turkish students at Tufts University that wrote an essay, and then there's a video of like ICE agents, like, I don't know.
Is that the woman?
Yeah.
What was her essay about? It was just critical of Israel, right?
Just critical of Israel. Yeah, I mean.
And that's enough to get you kicked out of the country.
The podcast king, who's been painted as a Trump whisperer, just called out Trump's ICE goon squad scheme as insane. I appreciate that Rogan took direct aim at the dystopian plan to unleash immigration agents on everyday workers like construction crews, gardeners, housekeepers, and nannies, many of them who might land in that alligator Alcatraz concentration camp. And then there's Jane Converse. While Joe Rogan goes wide with a message of Trump's insanity, she does a deep dive with cult logic. Two messages that converge at the same powerful truth. At the core of both the movement and the man is delusion. And as promised, I'll give Jane the final word to complete her brilliant explanation.
Third, people crave order, and Trump promises strength. When institutions fail, when you don't trust the media, the courts, elections, schools, you start to look for a savior, someone who says, only I can fix it. That's why Trump acts like a strong man. He creates the crisis, then sells himself as the only one tough enough to stop it. He's done that over and over and over again. He's not leading a movement. He's leading a dependency. Fourth, his followers are trapped in an information bubble. They don't just believe lies, they live inside them. Fox News, MAGA influencers, far-right churches, Trump's own app, Truth Social, it's a closed-loop ecosystem that tells them every day, the elites hate you, the media lies, only Trump tells the truth. This is called epistemic closure, when you no longer accept any outside information. It's cult logic. If Trump says it, it's true. If the world says otherwise, the world is lying. And then fifth, shame is too powerful, so they double down, just like Trump does. Some Trump supporters know deep down they've been conned. They've seen the cruelty, the corruption, the chaos, but they've already invested years of their identity into defending him. To walk away now would mean confronting shame, losing their community, admitting they were wrong. And that's terrifying to them, so instead, they dig in deeper. And finally, and this one matters, Trump makes them feel seen. He tells them, they're not after me, they're after you. I'm just in the way. That line, it's emotional manipulation, but it works. Because for millions of people who feel ignored, dismissed, mocked by elites, Trump says, you matter. You're not crazy, they are. He gives them belonging. And in a country where loneliness is rising and inequality is everywhere, belonging is everything. So when people ask, why do people love him? Why would they follow him off a cliff? It's not just politics, it's psychology, it's identity, and it's fear. This is deliberate. Trump didn't create the cult. He just saw the cracks in our society and he weaponized them. But here's the thing. Not everyone in that cult is unreachable. Some are too far gone, but others are on the edge, quiet, doubting, hurting. We don't get them back with facts. We get them back by offering something Trump never will. Real community, real care, and real solutions. Because people don't join cults when they're happy and secure. They join when they're scared, isolated, and desperate for meaning. So here's your call to action. Keep speaking truth, keep exposing the con, and when you can, offer people a way out that doesn't begin with shame, but with dignity. This fight isn't just about defeating Trump. It's about breaking the spell and building something better in its place. That's how we get them in. That's how we get them to abandon him. Let's do it.